active on your face.
But to play 85 test matches in a row, you know, it means a lot. I have to be extremely thankful to be able to be fit. Obviously, God bless me, you know, for no injuries in that period. But to play 85 games in a row is hard work. You know, you got to be mentally tough. It's no way you got to improve because oppositions always come, you know, at different ways throughout your career, and it's just knowing what to do, how to improve as a player. You know, I mean, up to this day is the same thing. But hard work for sure, and dedication and discipline is very, very important. And obviously to pass Sir Garfield Sobers, you know, that's almost unimaginable, to be honest. You know, it's a sense of honor. You know, I mean, Sir Garfield Sobers is a legend of the game. He always gives, you know, his advice, you know, whenever we see him. And, you know, obviously you can see why he was great, you know, from obviously the way he moves and the way he talks, how confidently he says about, you know, certain situations of the game and certain shots that, you know, he would have played. Obviously injury could happen at any point for any player, albeit batting is a lot easier on the body compared to fast bowlers. You know, so to be on the park for all 85, I got to be thankful, you know, for being blessed with, you know, the strength to be fit for every game. That's one. And then obviously performance, you know, comes into play.
A wind that has come swiftly and appropriately off the bat of the West Indies captain and leader. And he has given them a series victory.
Would have loved to be playing, you know, T20s and stuff around the world, but, you know, that's not how it worked out for me. And everyone has a different way of going for their career. But for me, it's been easy, you know, just, you know, to be a successful Test cricketer. And, you know, and the ups and downs, I think that's one of the biggest challenges. And I will always tell any younger guy, any guy aspiring to play as a batsman, yeah, it's good to come in and get a debut 100 and a maiden 100. That's lovely and your average looks nice. But it's when the failures come in, you know, it's how you deal with it. And I think that's what makes you a Test cricketer, if you can deal with those pressures around. And that's my advice for everyone. You know, everyone aspiring to play. It's obviously the greatest format. You know, it's where legends are born. And as I said, I'm extremely thankful to have been playing for this period.
A landmark of the highest order for Kraigg Brathwaite. Test century number 9, he becomes the 18th West Indies Test captain to score one.
I remember the 100 I made against South Africa when they were number 1. You know, at that age as well for me, you know, being 24, 25, I mean, for me that was amazing. The 100 in Australia, you know, a couple of years ago, I mean, they were number 1, and for me that was amazing. But for me, I'll say, you know, the Henley 100, unfortunately, I didn't get the double 100, you know, out for 95, foolishly, but that happens. You know, we won the Test match, and you know, they won like South Africa and stuff, but that game was drawn through to bad weather. But we lost the game in Australia. So for me, like, I feel better with the 100 that we won the game. And you know, for me, the Headingley match meant a lot for us. You know, coming off from a massive defeat in the first pink ball test, so to come at Headingley and to be able to contribute to the team, you know, getting 100 there in that game, that one meant a lot. Majority of my 100s I really loved, really enjoyed. But beating England that day, I think that was very special for us as a West Indian group. And for now, I would say that's number 1, but it's very tough to choose one. It's 12 now, hopefully it'll be 12 more, you know, in my career. But I tell you, every one of those 12 has been special to me. But the one in Sharjah, that was nice as well. I remember, you know, for the spinners, I used my feet a lot. One of the most times I used my feet in a test match. I'll never forget that. And you know, that was a great feeling, man. We were down 2-0 that series, and obviously winning the last game, you know, was obviously a nice feeling. You know, after obviously Pakistan had us 2-0. And being knocked out in both of those innings was special as well. So, I mean, to be honest, all 12, I could say all 12 are special, because the feeling hadn't changed. So, you know, obviously you ask a question, I am trying to answer it, you know, by choosing one, but really, I don't really think I could choose one. Like, I have a friend back home, he has his idea, which is my best, but then I don't agree with him. So it's, both of them were special. I must say all 12 have been very, very special to me, because it takes a lot of hard work to score a Test 100. Unfortunately, you can't make it in 30 and 40 balls to make it easier. You know, you got to grind for a couple of hours to get 100.
Now this will do very nicely indeed. Very deftly, very sweetly, tucked away behind square on the offside. And this is the reward for monumental effort and concentration, and a lot of skill as well. This is what's known as leading from the front.
I mean, as any batsman will say, but obviously for me in my journey, if you come on tour and you're now looking to play work, like we said a week before and stuff, you're too late. So I'll say one thing I've learned is, you know, you go through a series whether you do well or not, and you got to understand what you got to work on, because guys are going to keep coming with something different always. And the key is to do it in your off season. Make sure you put in that work, you know, before you get to the next tour. Don't wait till the next tour then to start, you know. And that's one thing I've learned, and obviously continue learning, because as I say, every series, every game is always different. One thing I'll say is putting in that hard work, you know, off season before a series starts, putting you in a better position, you know, to be able to score runs.
How you doing? You good? Nothing beats hard work, and what is important is doing the hard work always, and not just when coaches are there. I think that's what will make you go to the next level. Well done, well done.
Test cricket is the ultimate test. You will be a legend from Test cricket. That's one thing I know. You know, if you look at all the legends in world cricket, Test cricket is what they come from. And you know, playing a simple defense is what the basic stuff. And once you can do that, then you can play any cricket in the world, T20, T10, T5, whichever you want to play. So once you have that foundation from playing Test cricket, you know, it will set you up to play every cricket in the world. Alzari Joseph is one for me. He loves Test cricket. He loves Test cricket, and obviously he's being IPL and everything, CPL, everything, and he's still here. And that's one example that I could give the guys to follow. You know, he does it. And obviously, I hope he plays a lot more Test matches as well with a lot of success. But that's a great example that you balance both. You can do it. To play 100 Tests was my dream. And one thing I'll say, I could never be in this position without God. I must say, you know, putting God first has helped me throughout my career from primary school. Never forget. And obviously, my two grandparents who, you know, are not with me now, but you know, they've done a lot for me, you know, through their prayers and stuff. I would never be in this position without them. And also, obviously, my father, you know, who has been there, you know, for me for cricket from a young boy. So, and my goal, and I'll never forget, my coach, Mr. Ashley, at the time, and he never forgets that my goal was to play 100 Test matches, not to play for West Indies. You know, I didn't just want to play and, you know, or score 100 and stuff, and then I done it. No, I don't want to finish it, I want to play 100. So, you know, to play 100, yeah, that would be everything. That's what my life has been, playing Test cricket. And yeah, it's very thankful to be in this position right now, to be captain and played 95 games. Obviously closer, you know, to that turret. So I can't really express how I will feel on that day, God willing. But it's everything. Test cricket is everything to me. I can't express the feelings that I will feel towards, you know, that special day, to be honest.